on the Wii. I'll call this a research stream. Well, the first two games weren't that great, so I'm just playing all of these games to see if any of them catch my interest, even though they probably won't. You can't say I'm not giving them a fair shot. I'm not going to blow through them. I'm just going to go through the first couple of stages with all the characters, see if I like the game. So I'm not even going to bother, really. I'm not going to bother putting myself through the rest of the game if I'm not feeling it. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I got to admit, I'm not really thrilled about playing these games with a... Yeah, I'm not really thrilled about playing these games with a Wii controller either. I mean, being able to play with a GameCube controller would be much preferred as far as I'm concerned. Whoops. But the main problem that I've had so far with the game is that the player control is just too limiting. And like I said, you can only shoot in two directions, really. You can only shoot up or side to side, or if you want to shoot downward, you have to jump first if you want to shoot downward. So your level of control, so you're far more limited in terms of your ability to shoot than you are in a Contra. And I don't even know why they made that decision. Like, why can't you aim diagonally? I never understood that. Whoops! I guess they argued it was like a... I guess it was a very weird game design decision. I don't know why they made it. Yeah, whoa! Probably should have gone down. Remember, like a bunch of other things like this. You can't switch platforms. If you go up here, you can't go downward, see? You can't just jump down. If you can, I don't know how, because there's no instruction manual for this game. The demo didn't tell me anything about that. Sit down. I do like the melee attacks you have, but again, I don't like the idea that your special weapons have limited ammo. Because the very first thing I begin to complain about is, okay, why am I wasting ammo just trying to shoot? In other words, why am I wasting ammo just trying to aim my gun? Because one of the problems I have with this game, as you would expect, is that you aim by shooting your gun. You can't aim without shooting. And if you're carrying a weapon that shoots diagonally, then if you're aiming a gun that shoots diagonally like this, the only way you can really aim it diagonally is to shoot first. So you're wasting ammo just so you can point the gun in the direction you want. And I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, Contra had a different problem, where basically, if you got a special weapon, you got unlimited ammo. I'm not going to say it's a problem, but I just thought it was weird that was a game where the special weapons basically lasted forever until you died. But in this game, the weapons are always limited. So the game basically gives you these weapons on a platter, and if you're playing well, you get to keep it until you run out of ammo. Which I guess is an okay system. I can't really make sense of the decision they made to just limit the ammo like that. See, stuff like this. See, this is a pretty interesting gun I got here. But of course, it's attached to a tank, and tanks have unlimited ammo. The problem is the camel isn't unlimited. So the camel can die, just so you know. And this gun's kind of hard to aim, because like I said, you have to... If you go hold left on the D-pad, it goes counterclockwise. And if you go right on the D-pad, it points clockwise. So you don't have a lot of precision. You just kind of have to kind of maneuver your camel so that your gun's ultimately pointed in the right direction, like this. So it's weird. And again, you also have to dodge bullets at the same time. So all the restrictions this game puts on your movement is kind of frustrating. In other words, they don't make the game more entertaining. They just make the game more, it just makes the game more troublesome to control. It makes it more frustrating. And we're not talking about like Ghouls and Ghosts, where it's like, okay, where basically you're still able to double jump. You're still able to switch weapons if you know what you want. This seems to have the opposite problem, where everything just seems to be kind of... And by the way, in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the weapons you got were randomly generated. So you never really knew what you were going to get sometimes. And that kind of hurt. But in this game, it seems to have the opposite problem. Well, the camel ran away. This game seems to have the opposite problem with Super Ghouls and Ghosts, where the weapons are always... It's like Contra, where the weapons are always served to you on a platter. There doesn't seem to be any way to switch weapons. Okay, what am I supposed to aim for here? Yeah, by the way, I have to jiggle the controller to throw a grenade, and I'm not wild about that at all. Whoops! Guess I wasn't supposed to go into the blue flame. Jump! How do I even know if I'm hitting it? Just a second. Like this dude right here. I don't even know if I'm hitting. Oh, there we go. I'm not dead. Got the hostages. So how do I know if I'm hitting it? Like, what am I aiming for? Okay, weird. Okay, one last dude to try. I'm burning a lot of lives here, as you would expect from an arcade game. Especially one from the 1990s. There we go. So again, what am I aiming for? See, again, I don't... There we go. So I had to jump and throw that bomb. That was weird. Okay. I mean, I can understand why people would really be down with this, because, I mean, it's Contra. It's Contra with a lot more... It's Contra with more animation. Not necessarily better animation, just has more animation. So there are all these nice little touches they got going on here. Like I said, because it's a NeoGeo, they had this massive animation budget, probably, so... They were able to, like, put in all these extra touches because they knew they had the memory for it. This isn't like a 16-bit game. Although, let's be honest, I mean, Aladdin on the Genesis had a lot of highly detailed animation too, but the difference was they had to fit it into an 8-megabit cartridge. So the obvious concession they made is that, okay, there were a lot of canned animation sequences. And of course, a lot of limited detail. But the animation here is reasonably good. Like, it's not on, like, an Earthworm Jim level, but it's pretty good. Okay, hold on. Oh, these guys again. So is this like a Metal Gear 2 remix? Is that what's going on with this? Because I did play Metal Gear 2 already, but this feels a little bit different. Obviously, the boss was a little bit different. Slightly different layout, I suppose. I mean, if you're Nazca, you're probably thinking, you know what? We got a gold mine now. I mean, the SNK seems to keep... Look at this. What is this? Remote control cars? Well, they're not remote controls. They're just... Definitely didn't have this in Metal Slug 2. Now, this is cool. Having weapons that fly on the ground like that. Rocket-powered weapons. Too bad they're limited. They seem really awesome. Like Homefront... Like Homefront the Revolution. Would I have to blow this thing? You have to blow it up. That was weird. Mummified dogs. Okay, he's coughing at me. Got him. Yeah, this feels kind of lame that, you know, this movement's so limited as much as it is. Like, I'm basically just stuck here on the bottom. Like I said, I can't switch levels. Like, I can't go to a higher platform and drop down to a lower one like in Contra. So I can never understand. That's just a weird decision they made. Got him. Gotta get the rooster. We're not gonna die. Ah. Whoop! Yeah, don't die. Okay, we got a problem here. There we go. About to say, I'm not out of shotties. Definitely not out of shotties. I meant to shoot there, but the game did a melee attack instead. Don't get me started. So yeah, you saw what happened. I was trying to set up a shotgun attack, and I wound up melee attacking the first guy in front of me. It saved me ammo, but that's a weird... The NeoGeo had 4 buttons. Was it really that much trouble? Whoops. Okay, that's okay. I'm mummified. And of course, when you're mummified, you don't have a special weapon, so that sucks. I can still shoot. See, that is kind of cute. Ow! And I blew up. Yeah, I'm not feeling these. I'm not feeling this game either. So I'll play Metal Gear. I'll play some Metal Slug 3 and then move on. Give me that money. I got 50,000 points, really? Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I got 50,000 points. It means I'm that much closer to getting an extra life. So this is like a remixed version of Metal Slug 2. Similar layouts, only with a few more bells and whistles, I guess. Yeah, I'm human again. Yay. Yeah, like this is just a bunch of mummies in Metal Slug 2. Don't get hit. Okay, I'm safe. Dude, I'm gonna set you on fire. Get out the way. Did I mummify him? Sorry, dude. Guess you got mummified. I had to kill you. Like in those zombie movies. Look out! Okay. I'm not dead. Now I'm dead. I don't know what that was about. It was a really nasty jump. So it is kind of weird to see the different layout from Metal Slug 2. I guess it's better, but it's only marginally better. Yeah. Sorry, kids. I'm not feeling this game either. So we'll stop and move on. And then